Hey guys, what's going on? MaxFTE here, and today I'm back with another Pokemon Go Ultra League video. Today we're going to be looking at a team that the world champion Itsaxn run. I saw him posting about it on Twitter, thought I had to give it a go. I mean, if the world champ thinks it's really good, it must be good. Had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, did you also know that only 3.3% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed? So if you're enjoying, make sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe, and it helps on the road to 10k. But yeah, let's jump into the battles. So yeah, as I mentioned, this was a team from Itsaxn on Twitter, obviously the world champion. I did see him posting about it. He seemed to have a lot of success with it, so I thought I'd give it a go. We've got Poliwrath on the lead, running Counter, Ice Punch, sorry, not Ice Punch, Icy Wind, and Scald. We've got Alolan Sandslash and Ampharos in the back. Generally, I will have the Ampharos as the safe swap. Here, it's funny, I did like to switch up the movesets a lot for the Ampharos, just because there's actually so many that you can learn, which I totally forgot about. But I do have the close combat just because the focus blast, sorry, people don't really expect it a lot. Plus, you know, it saves me a lot of times. It's won me a lot of games. This is probably a bad example considering that it was literally just shielded there. And in a couple of these battles I do have Brutal Swing, but I do think I actually change it to Trailblaze later in the video. I can't remember, there's definitely at least one battle here where I've got Trailblaze. Just because obviously you've got your Brutal Swing, which is good coverage against sort of Giratinas. You can hit flyers for neutral, that sort of thing, but at the same time you've got Poliwrath, which is pretty good against Giratina, as well as your flyers, and your Alolan Sandslash, which is really good against them. I think the Trailblaze, it just sort of gives a bit more coverage against your sort of grounds and your waters, that sort of thing. Not that the Brutal Swing is bad against them. Trailblaze is just a bit better. Plus as well, raising your attack is really handy. The only thing that does leave you a bit exposed to is the Talonflame. However, they seem to have sort of died out a bit recently, so yeah, who knows. I would have also said that would have had the Alolan Sandslash as the safe swap. However, just because there's so many Poliwrath and, well, Talonflame's died down a little bit, but yeah, I prefer having the Ampharos as the safe swap. That Focus Blast has definitely saved me quite a few battles. But yeah, up here against the Umbreon with the Poliwrath, they're just unfortunately going to get to a move before we can, so they are going to take this game. They do have the Psychic as well. Maybe if they'd had Last Resort, we could have won that. But it is what it is. Poliwrath against the Muck. This is generally quite a good matchup. Most of the time, if they're running Poison Jab as a fast move, they will have Acid Spray and Dark Pulse. And yeah, they're going to go for the Acid Spray there and probably swap out. No, they stay in for a little bit. So we're just going to go straight for the Icy Wind. But yeah, if they have Snarl as a fast move, they will probably have a harder hitting poison move, so just be wary of that. They swap into their Poliwrath, so I'm going to come in with the Ampharos, and yeah, no, so here I still do have the Brutal Swing, and I was tempted to go for the Focus Blast, but this was like the one battle where I was like, no, I should just go straight for the Brutal Swing, but thankfully they do shield both of them, which is really good. Wouldn't have been good having a Focus Blast shielded, which is obviously not ideal. Gonna come back in with our XXL Poliwrath. It's funny seeing the size difference between the two, you can definitely notice it. And I'm gonna go for the Scald. This isn't gonna quite take out, but hoping for the attack debuff, which we do get, and we swap into the Sandslash. That was maybe a bit risky, but thankfully they do swap into their own Cresselia, which is obviously really terrible against the Alolan Sandslash, so they must have something extremely weak to that in the back. There's nothing they can even hit for neutral damage here, so we're just going to let everything go through. Going to go for the Ice Punch. This is going to hit for some decent neutral damage, and going to take them into the very low yellow, and so farm up a little bit of extra energy, then go for another Ice Punch. This is going to take them out at this point, and they're going to come in here with, I can't actually remember what they come in with, must be a flyer or something. So they come in with their Muck. Oh no, sorry, I totally forgot that we'd already seen the muck. So they tried to swap into their Poliwrath to throw a move onto the Sandslash. I'm just going to let them farm me most of the way down just so that the Alolan Muck doesn't get any extra farm. It is game over at this point for them just because we do have a move loaded as well as we have got a shield. And they do go for an Acid Spray, which obviously didn't need shield, but is what it is. I'm going to go for the Drill Run. This is going to take them out, and we're going to take that game. Next match here, we've got Poliwrath against the Ampharos. This is really not good at all. Going to swap straight into my own Ampharos. I think here I want to say go for the Focus Blast, but we'll see. That wasn't... Because they're only one... what's it called? Volt Switch ahead. I know that that wasn't enough for their own Focus Blast. So I'm going to go for mine. They go for the Trailblaze, get their attack up. But just like that, Ampharos is gone. We have got Switch. And yeah, we are looking really good at the moment. I'm going to go for the Brutal Swing. That's... Okay, no, so they just managed to counter me down. Unfortunately, not so good there for us. I'm going to come in with a Poliwrath and just go to work on them. Going to just be an Icy Wind. Going for the guaranteed attack debuff is maybe a bit better than the slightly more damage, but the only 50-50 attack debuff from the Scald. It does actually do quite a bit of damage compared to what I thought it would. Never mind then. But yeah, going for the Icy Wind, getting their attack lower, and they do come in with a Tapu Fini, which, yeah, it wasn't looking good at this point. But we're going to stick it out, see what we can do here. We do have 2 shields, so we're going to shield up the first Surf. That would obviously... They're obviously only going to be going for the Surfs at this point, just because Moonblast is going to be not very effective. Going for the Drill Run, and we do get that through. This is probably the best situation we could be in at the moment. Going to let the next Surf go through. I'm going to load up for the double Ice Punch. This is either going to get both shields or it's going to take both of... so take out the Poliwrath. Not sure why I didn't just go for the Icy Punch. But at this point I think we win. I think I should be able to just counter them all the way down, I want to say. Yeah, we do just barely manage to do that. They probably could have won that, but they fumbled it somehow, so... Next battle, we've got Poliwrath in against the Dragonite. This is a sort of iffy one. Obviously, the Ice Punch, Icy Wind would one-shot them, but thankfully they do switch out into the Jellicent. So we're going to come in with our Alolan Sandslash, which is going to be hitting for good, super effective damage with the Shadow Claw, as well as pretty nice neutral damage with the Drill Run. And they're going to go for a Shadow Ball here. Thankfully, we do survive one of them. But unfortunately, that does let them just go for the Surf next and pretty much guarantee getting a shield, just because I do want to win that switch. I think this was probably the one match that I did have Trailblaze, I want to say. Yeah, who knows. I managed to farm down with the Shadow Claw though. They come in with the Poliwrath, and thankfully we do manage to get the Drill Run off. This is going to do some nice neutral damage. We're going to come in with our Ampharos here. Just going to wait out the switch clock a little bit. Oh no, sorry, so we are still on Brutal Swing at this point. So we can let any one move go through here, and it's not going to KO. Thankfully as well, it is just an Icy Wind, and at that point I was anticipating the switch, so I was actually pretty happy with that play there, to be honest. Do manage to switch and catch the move there, make sure they don't take out the Ampharos. They do have a... No, so we're just going to barely live here, so we can get to the next Icy Wind. They are going to be able to farm down with the Dragon Breath at this point, which isn't so good. Maybe the Icy Wind wasn't as good there as well, just purely because that let them get a little bit more farm off. Taking them out with a Brutal Swing, and in comes the Poliwrath. I think I'm just barely going to manage to reach the Brutal Swing, and at this point I was actually doubting if it would take them out. However, it does, and we just barely scrape the win there. Yeah, I was so surprised with that one. Next battle in here against Osumesta, I want to say. I did have this person on my friends list, but yeah, reached best friends and parted ways. So they come in with a Tapu Fini, and I was counting the fast moves there, and I just barely managed to catch a Moonblast onto the Alolan Sandslash. And this one felt a bit yeah, they'd sort of, it was game over from the start. They come in with the Trevenant, they try to catch a Drill Run, but yeah, they just give up. They've had enough here. Going for the Excellent, they're going to let it go through. And at that point, yeah, it's just game over. They give up. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you didn't enjoy, let me know why. Any team suggestions or anything like that, leave them in the comments below. I will make sure to take a look at them. And yeah, make sure to subscribe as well. Helps on the road to 10k. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Peace.